Hi guys, Karen here. Welcome back to another video and welcome back to our channel. And as you can tell from the title, yes, I'm going to give you 5 of my top favorite food documentaries. Yeah, so far these are my top 5, and I thought I would share these with you guys because if you've been following our channel for a while, you know that I really enjoy cooking beyond just the kind of everyday. It's just a part of who I am, a part of my personality. I not only do I enjoy cooking, but I enjoy documentaries about cooking, learning about different cultures. I've had the privilege of living in many parts of the world due to my dad being in the military and then marrying military. Well, to be specific, my dad being in the Air Force, my husband being in the Air Force, and and we've been able to travel and do and see a lot of places, and that introduced me to a whole world of different cultures and different types of food, and I just and I oftentimes think like, if I could share this with other people, my love, passion for cooking. Cooking changes everything, really. It's something eating is something we have to do every day. So why not take the time to enjoy it? Also, I am a documentary enthusiast. My family makes fun of me all the time. Unless it's a really, really good movie, I'm likely to fall asleep. But put on a really, really good documentary, and I'm all here for it. So, without further ado, let's get into my top 5. And if you've seen some of these before, leave it in the comments below. Let's start a dialogue. Let's talk about it. Let's share. Let me know what you think of some of them. What was your favorite part? I really want to know. I enjoy the feedback and conversation that happens in the comment section. So, let's get to it. So the first one, if you have not seen High on the Hog, I've probably watched it for you. I've probably seen it 30 times. And not because, and I know you're like 30, but I am almost certain. And every time I've watched it, I've learned something new. It's a beautiful, beautiful documentary, not just in terms of, aesthetic, but also in the education of food and where the food comes from and its journey and how it shapes culture and so much, and how we use food today, and how we've seen it pass through the ages. Just a wonderful documentary, beautifully narrated, and just the aesthetic is just absolutely beautiful. And also, I will say, because of this video, because of High on the Hog, I felt it imperative that we actually grow okra in our garden. And I was determined after I saw it that we would figure out a way of cooking okra for our family that didn't have all the slimy stuff in it. And by the way, my family is from New Orleans, Nolans as we call it. And so okra is something that is in the gumbo, it's in everything. But still, the sliminess of it gets to me. So, but I was able, through a couple of other recipes and finding out how other people cook okra, I was able to add it, and it did. There's certain ways you can cook it where it doesn't get rid of the sliminess entirely, but it does make it more palatable, honestly. Believe me, trust me. The person who narrates High on the Hog is Steven Satterfield, and he's one of the people behind bringing it forward to the screen. So yes, beautifully done, and there will be a part 2 to High on the Hog. So I'm looking out for that. I hope you are too. And You can find it on Netflix. I haven't been able to find it anywhere else, but if you can find it anywhere else, watch it. If somebody can send it to you, watch it. Number two, oh, I don't want this to be too long. Number two is Taste the Nation by one of my favorite hosts of Top Chef, Padma Lakshmi. I just love the commentary. I really enjoy how she not only just gives you background into, the culture of where the different food comes from, how it got to where it was, but just really getting into the people that she's interviewing. Like, she's so personable when she's with them, that you think that she was from there as well. And so, and then it just gives you more background into where the food comes from, how to cook it. Like, really, both of these documentaries, High on the Hog, Taste the Nation, it's giving you first the journey of food, then also showing you ways of incorporating the different types of food into your own food cuisine life inside your home. So Taste the Nation is a must watch. I do believe that they have a season 2 coming out as well. If they haven't already had it, I do know that they had a special during Christmas time. But just a wonderful documentary. You have to watch it. Number 3 would be Chef's Table. It's on, and Taste the Nation. Why do I keep forgetting to do this? Taste the Nation you can find on Hulu. Chef's Table has been around for a couple of years. This was one of the first documentaries that I really liked, that really went around, for the most part around the world, and highlighted people from all ethnicities and backgrounds, and gave you an idea of how things were cooked. And not only that, but just traditional recipes made into these amazing gastronomic, like mind-blowing dishes. So Chef's Table actually has 7 seasons, so you can binge watch it. It's on Netflix. Just to name a few of my favorite chefs is one is Massimo Bottura. His restaurant is in Modena, Italy. You have to watch his. His is one of the first ones. He's on the first season. Another one is Mashama Bailey. She's in season 6. Her restaurant is called The Gray, and it is in Savannah, Georgia. And she's taken traditional soul food and turned it into kind of like this just amazing experience. Then you have Asma Khan. Her restaurant is called Darjeeling Express, and it's in London. So check those out. Another one is Christina Martinez. I forgot what season that is, but check those out. The Chef's Table, it's just Chef's Table, has some amazing chefs in it, and I'm sure you'll find they have chefs from all over the world, and I am almost certain that you'll find a cuisine that you just enjoy. And also, the way that Chef's Table does it is they use the cinematography, they use everything, and I mean, when you see, and also it shares the background of each chef, which helps you to see how they got to where they are. So it's not just like them cooking. It's more about their lives and how their lives brought them to where they are. Chef's Table has a lot of chefs that I, now follow and whatnot. So I just named a few, but there's so many more. I'm just thinking of them now, but the video will be way too long. So the next one is, I have my handy dandy notebook, by the way, is Salt, Fat, Acid, and Heat by Samin Nosrat. You've probably seen her. She's been on quite a few cooking shows. She was also on the documentary called Cooked that came out a couple of years ago, but Salt, Fat, Acid, and Heat, amazing. I think she just has a wonderful personality. Of course, I've never met her, but just watching her interaction and how she is, it reminds me of me in the kitchen. Like, you just want people to, when people eat your food, you just want them to enjoy it and have it and have an experience, and also bringing people together. That's what I enjoy most, I think, about food, that it does bring everybody together. But her documentary, you have to watch it. It's available on Netflix, and so is Chef's Table. And then last but not least, there is a series called Street Food on Netflix as well. One of my favorites, well, I have two favorites, but Street Food itself, you could type that into Netflix. I think it might be over on Hulu as well. If you just type that in, you can get, my two favorites are Latin America, so it's Street Food Latin America, and then there's Street Food Asia, and it goes all over. So all over those areas. Just amazing documentaries. You really get in depth and personal, well, as personal as one can, into the lives of the people who are cooking. And they also try to help you understand where the food came from, how the person, and how this, sometimes the food affects the community, and how street food is actually prepared and where it comes from, and and how people go about accessing it and enjoying it. So I hope you found this video helpful. I did this video because I really do enjoy cooking, if you can't tell already. And I hope that that you've also enjoyed it as well. Once again, if you've watched any of these videos or documentaries, let me know in the comments below. Let's have a conversation. What was your favorite part, and what inspired you to cook and to get more into cooking? I'm actually thinking about finding some of my favorite YouTubers who cook and sharing that with you guys. Let me know if you'd be interested in that in the comments below. And before this video gets out of hand in terms of time, I want to thank you all so much for watching. Please like, because it does help, comment and subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye!